I got all these carrots here. Wait till our guest comes in. I'm going to put them on my head and go, look, a carrot hat. Fucking place is going to go nuts.
He'll laugh hysterically. You got to know that.
Hysterically, too. Let's not be gender biased.
Well, of course, gender biased. He's, I guess he's coming up. I didn't know he was here in the past. Did you talk to him at all or just say you wanted a picture?
He was doing another show.
Why didn't we talk to him then, I wonder?
I don't know. I honestly don't remember why. He might have come in too late.
When is Games of Thrones in
March?
Starting up? March?
31st.
March.
Is it March?
Mates. Hello, mates. Game of Thrones is coming out real soon.
You're in his seat.
Yeah, I'm in.
Tom,
I'm in Mama.
So nice to meet
in
you.
A new horror movie. You guys into it?
Game of Drones. Sam, get me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, make it snappy. He's in a goddamn hurry.
Yeah, exactly. Yoo-hoo, Sheriff. E-Rock comes out with toilet paper. Nice ass.
Nice ass. Thank you, nice lady.
Yeah.
Sheriff. Oh, Sheriff.
There's no one in the hallway.
There's no one out there.
Yeah.
What's it rolling line?
No one at the check-in.
Is this them?
We're going to wind up going into Sam's after show
no.
time. And
no.
I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
No, the audience appreciates it.
How else would we have gotten into the whole Sal thing today? If not for the what's that, Iraq?
I think the people who are left from Martha are just walking into the studio now.
Oh, and there's signs all over that studio that says future home of the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh.
Yeah, we put those signs all over that studio. So
Is
now
it
they're
much
going to go over
nicer?
there and be. No, see, what we want to do is knock down this wall and take up both studios and have a giant studio for
You
us.
should.
To match
never
our
happen.
dicks.
Yeah,
You should.
giant dicks.
Broken down. Oh.
Yeah.
You could have more guests. It would help the show.
We could get a live audience
You
in
could
here
have
again.
music if you want.
Make love to
Right?
each other in a bigger space.
Yes, it'd be fantastic.
That would. You deserve it.
We do deserve it, but we're not going to get it. But anyway, we put signs up all over that said "Future Home of the Opie and Anthony Show."
Nice.
So now the people go in there and they get very upset with us that
And there's
we're
a picture.
honing in.
There's a cartoon picture of Jim flipping the bird.
Flipping the bird like, "Hey, fuck you! We're taking your studio."
Where's Martha going?
Martha is Dunsky here
Is she
at Sirius
really?
XM Satellite Radio.
Oh.
Take
love
your
her.
fucking your souffle.
Hey.
Take your towels.
What?
And take your felonious ass.
Yeah.
Out of here, you stock fucking, you inside info motherfucker.
Get your fucking souffle box. Shine box.
I know, Jimmy.
Oh, okay, good. I wasn't sure if that was too intellectual, motherfucking.
That was a little intellectual. I'll give you
Martha's
that one.
done.
So,
I like her.
you ever
Yeah.
worried you're really gonna slip and maybe a sword goes into somebody? Comment.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
we
That's
do
good,
a
right?
lot. We do a lot of training. We train a lot for the game of
What's that?
Thrones.
We use the hero sword when we're doing shots where we're not endangering anyone. And then for the stunts, we use a soft sword.
I love Australians.
He's Australian.
They get the, I don't think he is either.
It's
What's
really
that?
good.
They always go up at the end, like to talk like this.
Roland's
Ah.
blaming the elevators.
Remember, out on a boat, and a shark came up.
You don't believe this?
It was right off the reef, came into the boat, didn't know what to do.
Okay, apparently he's coming back now.
What?
Roland said, damn elevators, they're stopping at every stop.
They'll do that.
Yeah, those
Especially,
elevators.
I bet he was stopping, being like King Arthur. I don't know. I fucked up.
Wow.
Hey, elevators, get your ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Am I
sure
right?
do. From your lips to God's ears. I don't know nothing about this Game of Thrones. You guys take care of this one. What do I know? Game of Thrones. I don't have time for games. I got to feed the wife and kids.
That's stupid,
Hey,
regular
what's that?
Joe.
Hey, what's that? You going to run around like a big bunch of crowns on your heads? That's your business. I'm working.
Doesn't understand the show or
Yeah.
any fun or
I
anything.
couldn't make no heads nor tails out of it. You get me the Rockford Files.
All that nudity.
The Rockford Files. Good episode of Canon.
Violence and nudity.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy is. You want to make pretend? You do so on your own time.
Make pretend. God, is this a good-looking
On your own
motherfucker?
Come on, I'm just here. I've been here every day. You
Jesus,
should get
I
used to
know,
that.
Jimmy. Come on in. Take a
I like
seat,
on your
sir.
own time.
Take a seat. Look at this. A goddamn real star, Jimmy
How are you?
Norton.
Thank
Real
you.
star.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Sir?
We're on the
How you
air.
doing? Yeah, we're on the air. We just
Hey, Tom.
we let it fly, as they say.
Is the J
Tom
silent?
Papa. Tom Papa, you might recognize him
Nice to
from
see
such
you. No.
movies as that one with the
Liberace.
friggin' the guy where he
informant.
had the informant. That guy. Yeah.
That was a very good acting job by you. Oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh yeah, that guy. That's yeah. Now your movie, sir.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailers for this and stuff. Haven't seen the movie yet.
No.
I want to try to get a screener, but I want to do it legally. Looks very frightening. This is one of these movies where things. I don't like when things move like they don't move in nature.
No.
Why is that scary? But it is.
It is, and then kids moving weird. You don't want that. Like kids in scary movies.
Sure.
I don't know. It freaks me out.
Yes, exactly. All the way when you think back to like The Shining.
Oh, The Shining is
things like that with those twins.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I love The Shining. I watch it again
Right.
and again, but every time it's just a horrible experience because you just say, I know they're going to cut.
You
to those
know they're
twins.
cutting.
They're going to cut to the twins,
And that's scary.
That'll
There's
mess me up.
And they're probably adorable in
with
real
us.
life, but you surround anybody with blood and an axe, and it looks really frightening.
they tried to burn it down.
But in real life, they were probably adorable little kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cute
Maybe
little
not,
dresses.
maybe not.
No, you don't
Maybe
agree?
not. Maybe not. What's the gist of the movie? Like I'm getting
well, the
that
gist is you have these. Well, it opens up with this guy who's. It's like what. You read about these stories in the paper. A guy loses it and he kills his family, and that's how it starts. And he takes off with his two kids, and they disappear. Then you cut to present day. This is 5 years ago, and his twin brother, Luke, has been searching for him. And then they miraculously find these two girls. They've been living in this cabin. They survived, and then he takes them in with his girlfriend. She doesn't want to, but he persuades her. He's also guilt-ridden because his brother did what he did. And of course, the girls are traumatized, and they bring something with them. There's a reason they survived.
Oh, okay. Well, you could kind of get from the name of the movie, Mama,
Yeah.
Right.
that there is something
Overprotective mother
that
yeah.
raised these kids and protected them, and probably wants to continue protecting them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It looks very, very scary. That's it. Have you done horror movies in the past?
No, not like this.
Yeah.
No.
Was it any difference between?
No, not really. No.
No, you just get out there and.
You just no.
Does it really take away from it though that you're seeing how it's done? and-
I'm pathetic that way. When I watch like The Shining or even our movie, it still scares me.
Yeah.
It goes back. I go back to being a little kid. I just hear the music going boom, 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 and I go,
You
oh
know
my
it's
god.
yeah.
Here it comes.
I am a little fucking pussy when it comes to scary movies.
Well, I'm the same.
What scared me so much when I saw it recently, I actually had to turn it off. Stupid DeRosa recommended it. It was it's about the little kid, and he sees.
We all know Stupid DeRosa.
Yeah, Joe
Hey,
DeRosa.
stupid DeRosa. That's stupid.
But you said his name right. But it's the kid who kind of goes into a coma. They think he's in a coma, but he's not. He has just gone away internally. Do you know what that? No one knows that movie.
Oh
No.
boy, Jimmy.
It was fucking frightening, and I watched it on
Really?
Netflix, and I'm like, I gotta get up tomorrow. Meanwhile, it was a Sunday. I'm like,
You didn't want to watch
I
it?
turned it off to watch
Wow.
it the next day. It bothered me so much, I had to turn it off. I wish I could
really?
remember the name of that.
You
Yeah,
are a
it
little,
affected me.
Little
Stupid
pussy.
DeRosa.
It scared me. It was a
Stupid
frightening
Damn
movie.
that stupid DeRosa.
But then during the day, when you're on your computer, you're like, oh, this is not frightening at all. I manned up a little bit.
There is just there is some primal thing that happens at night.
Why
like,
is it that we want to go see these movies?
Yes.
Because I don't
Like the
understand.
fear.
to
like
get
to be-
scared
Yeah.
and it, like I said, at
But
night
why?
you
It's-
get this.
Why do you want
thing
to get
and-
scared?
I don't know.
It's fun to have an emotion pulled out of you. To have something
that
pulled
it?
out of you is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
better
so.
than that basketball trophy. See, Jim, I'm implying
I know, I
what
got
you
it.
did. Oh, God.
wrong?
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't know, but we
Does the-
do like that. Well, sad movies. It pulls out the
Comedies?
the sad thing, comedy, and I guess that's just another way of kind of living vicariously through the screen
No,
and
but
getting
when I watch
scared.
it, I feel sick. I actually sit there and go, oh, why am I doing this?
Why am I doing
Oh
this
my
to
God.
myself?
Right.
And
Yeah.
of course, then you leave and you're like, oh, you're so relieved. But then you go, oh, no, I'm going to have dreams about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But maybe
look out the
it's-
window
it's
and
like
it's gonna be
the,
dark out.
that eternal fear of dying, and then you sit there and you go through that whole thing, but deep down, I'm still safe.
I'm still here.
I'm still
just
safe. I have my
watching it.
popcorn.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a
Good.
soda.
Just a movie.
It's like looking at an accident you're not
Made
in.
it.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
nice to
yeah,
see.
Oh, yeah.
You get that visceral kind of feeling
so
from it.
twisted and wrong.
Yeah.
You went there to traffic accident.
I know,
But you know
right?
what I mean? We all look at it for that really weird reason. There's something in nature which
No,
makes
you
you
don't
look.
include me.
It's like looking at the dead hooker in the bathtub. Right? Am I right, guys? You with me?
Yeah, hey, look. She shouldn't have backed up into the coat hanger. I didn't.
What are you gonna?
But we all look at it. They said in nature, there's a really weird thing when you see somebody in distress. You look at it because you're trying to process how to avoid that. Like that's why in nature it's not just voyeurism. Like we want to know how do we avoid that horrible thing happening.
I don't like thinking that deeply into it. I just like either getting petrified or.
I'm just telling you.
Laughing at a movie.
Yeah.
I'm a simple man, Jim.
Are you scared by like slasher stuff though? Like,
No, the gore stuff doesn't do it, but the suspense.
that's annoying. That gets a little annoying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, once you invest in the characters, then it's just horrible because just don't go in there. Just
Yeah, what are you doing? I
look
kind
at
of
those kids. They're horrible. Don't take them in.
Don't take them in. What are you
Listen to
saying?
your girlfriend. You don't need this in your life.
And the girlfriend was trying to like, what are you doing? We don't.
Yeah,
need
well,
these
that's
kids
like,
in here.
she was like, don't do that. We have a
man.
great life. What are you doing? They're messed up.
did you shoot it in a spooky place?
Toronto, yeah.
That's spooky.
The spookiness of Toronto.
Yes.
Yes.
They're up in the CN Tower.
Was it supposed to be another city?
Yeah.
I like how Toronto is never Toronto in movies.
It was set in America, yeah.
Poor Toronto is like, hey, we get a lot of movies made here. It's great. Yeah, we're not going to call it Toronto.
We're not
calling
gonna
it
call
Pittsburgh.
We're not going to call it. Yeah, we're going to call it anything but Toronto.
Well, I think Pittsburgh, they have to call it Pittsburgh because like Jack Reacher was in Pittsburgh and there was another one that was, because they get big tax breaks for shooting movies there.
Yeah.
Right.
So Pittsburgh is smart, but they always say they're in Pittsburgh. That's probably in the contract. You have to mention that you're in Pittsburgh, yeah.
Silly.
When's Game of Thrones come back?
Oh, man.
March 31st.
Yeah. Wow. Were you surprised at how it took off and really got popular?
Of course, yeah.
It's
I
amazing.
mean, I was excited when I read the script, but part of me also went, how the hell are they going to shoot this?
Yeah, right?
This
It's
is
epic.
insane.
Yeah, huge.
But they pulled it off. They're really clever guys.
It really is amazing how big the
it's like a
production is.
feature.
Yeah.
And you look at it and go, I don't know how they can afford to make this.
No,
It's
neither
they must not pay you a lot.
No.
That's what sunk, I think Rome cost a lot of money. It was either Rome or
No, it was Rome.
Rome was
That's
two
it.
that
seasons.
cost so
Yeah, that
much,
was it.
and it was a great show. But but this is a much bigger show. Game of Thrones is like it's like you hear. It's nice to hear people talking about a show again. Like you overhear conversations about it. That's how you know a show is going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
And do you like playing a villain more than a good guy? I mean, imagine that'd be more fun.
Well, when you think of Jamie Lannister, I don't even think of him as a villain.
He's a good guy. He hurt one kid.
Yes, he's a better brother than I am.
I'm not even going to go there. It took you in.
That was so good. Yeah.
Okay, now I got the whole gist of it down.
Right. Now you're settling in, realizing what the hell you got yourself
Slowly
into.
moving his chair away from Jimmy.
But he is. I mean, he's a survivor, and
No,
you
but
know.
the funny thing is, if you think about it, I mean, I know he's banging his sister, and it is twisted, but actually, it is the only, he loves this girl.
Yes.
And that's the only, if you like, in a way, true love on the show. Everyone else is arranged marriages and it's like been put together for political reasons. He actually wants to be with this girl, and of course, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And he does some horrible things. Yeah, he's not a good guy, but I don't think he's a bad guy.
Really?
Pushing the kid out the window. There was a great moment too in last season when you had that, and you were in the cage.
Oh, my
and the guy wants to
God.
help you, and
Yeah, you can help me.
cousin.
Yeah.
you don't give
wow,
you
that's
don't give
brutal.
away that anything bad's gonna happen. It's so great the way you
It's good
play
writing.
that.
It's
The
good
movie,
writing.
the show itself does that where you won't expect things and things
Yeah.
happen. You're like, what?
Yeah.
They can't have just done that. How are they going to undo that?
Right.
It's the writing's amazing. The characters
Yeah,
are
no.
great. There's no character that's one dimensional.
No.
I mean, they all have that. We were just talking about Joffrey, that little fucking prick. What a hateable
The most
little.
hateable- he's the
Yeah.
most hateable
Isn't
character.
it funny? Like then
great.
Jack, who plays him, this Irish kid. I mean, you're not gonna believe he studies theology at Trinity College in Dublin. He's in the top 1%. He's the sweetest, gentlest man. And then he gets in front of the camera, he just turns into this.
He is a little because he's like every teenager you hate.
I know.
He's
With
like every-
power, yeah.
With power.
Yeah,
exactly.
with power. Oh,
And he's a fraidy cat too. He wants to go sit with his mother in the quarters while the big fight. What the fuck, dude? Get out there. Get the little fella leading the fucking troops.
How much of the other storylines do you know about when you're filming, or do they keep you pretty much on your own?
I know everything. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
We
Okay.
get the full scripts. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay,
Right,
that's
yeah.
pretty. That's
we,
pretty good.
We've done. We open end of March, but we have 2 days next week that we have to shoot in L.A. because there's this one scene with one character that just can't leave the state. So the whole circus is coming to.
One character cannot leave the state.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Is it a legal issue?
I can't tell you.
All right.
It's a little.
That's nice to know.
Can't
Can't-
leave the state.
All right.
Shooting in California. I'm
Look for
guessing.
Charles Manson in the next season.
You guessed it. I can't believe you guessed it.
But they're going to have to explain why this character in Game of Thrones has an ankle bracelet.
I know. What's with the,
It's a new piece of armor.
yeah,
wow, that's an odd, interesting.
So you're in the middle
little-
of filming it now?
Well, next week, yeah. We
Yeah.
wrapped in November, but
Oh.
now we just come back for these 2 days.
Oh, so what happens?
I can't.
Oh, so how does it end?
He could say it. I'd still be confused. I really need that HBO app just to follow it. They keep
It is
introducing
confusing,
another
yeah.
land and another guy.
Well,
Like,
character.
who
You know
is
what's
this?
great about in the day and age we live in, the wondrous day and age we live in, when it starts up again, you know when it's starting up. So a few weeks prior, you can just do the marathon, load in
Yeah.
those discs, or go
Refresh.
online and just watch all of them again. And
That
it's
shows how good it
fantastic,
is,
man.
though, that you would actually want to
Yes.
study it before you
want
watch
to know
it again.
before the new ones come up.
I'm going to go through this. The HBO app is amazing. I'm going to watch the seasons 1 and 2 again before 3, even though I've
Yeah.
seen them. But it's like, you know.
That app is pretty amazing, and then you can like click on the different castles, and then it comes up with all this
Really? I haven't seen
backstory.
it.
Oh, it's intense.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
really
much
good.
backstory.
It's
What
the
is
best
it with-
opening music, I think. It's the best
That is
opening sequence
Yeah.
on TV. It's unbelievable. There's nothing worse than a shitty opening theme song. So you just dread it. Like, right
Come and knock
already.
on our door.
yeah, that's a good one.
It'll happen for you.
HBO just knows how to do original programming.
It's amazing.
Like you were talking about, like Showtime. It just seems like the second level
Yeah,
original programming.
Yeah.
HBO has just had so many great shows
it's amazing.
to watch. Yeah, I mean, and people wait for it. And even though you could DVR shows and stuff like that, you don't want to do it because there's assholes all over Twitter that spoil it for you. So you'll sit down and watch these shows when they first run like that.
Yeah.
Or you get off Twitter.
Well,
Right.
come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Are we allowed to?
We
Can't
need-
we do that?
That's where my life is. My life exists on Twitter.
Don't you feel
Are
like
you
I'm
on? Are you on Twitter?
No.
No?
I
The
absolutely-
hell's the matter with
this
you?
new stuff?
You damn kids.
He doesn't need Twitter. He's like a handsome actor with a great career. Why would he need to just go on and tell people they suck?
To tell everyone that you're handsome and have a career.
That's what I do.
Jesus.
Just post pictures of other people.
You have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Just read out your last 5 tweets.
All right.
Let's hear it.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Good idea.
Let's see how important.
Every time I'm on Twitter, I'm like, how much longer do you have to do this?
Yeah. What's the end game here?
Right, when does
What's
this
the
stop?
Twitter end game? Damn it. All right.
Was Damn It one?
Here
or-
we go. Oh my God, 19 hours ago.
Oh,
I
my-
need it to update. There it is. All right, one's directed to me. Let's see. Anthony, hey guys, your boy Alex Jones versus Piers Morgan. Here's the YouTube link. We played it on the show already today. Thank you for not listening
Right.
to the program.
That's kind of useful, linking up a...
Yeah, something that we've already done. Yeah, that's good. Okay, if Steven Singer has limited quantities and he runs out selling like hotcakes, why the fuck do we have to hear the commercials every day? One of our sponsors is clamoring about how you got to order early because he sells out, and he's saying, why then advertise?
But those are tweets to you. How about the ones
I was
you
gonna
sent
say
out?
your tweets.
The ones sent out to you.
The one
Mine!
you make.
Like, for instance,
Oh, you.
And just the
All
one.
right.
I sent one out 23 hours ago. My cabbie's breath stinks so badly I can smell it in the back seat. And then hashtag raging hard on.
That's a good one.
Poetry.
Let's see.
Raging hard on.
I guess. Wait, here we go. Somebody tweeted January 4th, 2013. Marty McFly travels back in time, 20 years, and I said, "Ugh! Anyone tweeting this horse shit to me will be blocked because it's inaccurate." Back to the
Is
Future
there anything
date.
worse than when someone says read your last 5 tweets and they're not good ones? Like they
You just feel like, oh, you said the
editing.
last 5 and you go, I've got a great one. 2011.
Yeah, my last one was LOL. Thanks. That stinks.
All right, here's one. I'm responding to somebody who said, called me a dirty fucking racist wop. I hope you die, you faggot, for the shit you said about black women. I don't know. I said you should hear what I say off the air. This is what I got to deal with on a daily basis.
Yes, his parents tweeting him.
Yeah. And then I posted the Evil Dead trailer, which is very frightening. You're right. I really have no business being on any kind of social networking platform.
Yes, all you do is spew disinformation.
Right. But also, clearly, you get a lot of abuse.
A lot of
You're
abuse.
right.
Why bother with that?
I don't know. But now you're right and I'm angry.
It's really true. Like, as I follow you, and the stuff you deal with every day is
it's
pretty intense.
crazy.
It's like constant.
Why
Okay,
do I
that's
wanna
a
do
whole
that?
different question then. Who do you follow and why?
Oh.
I like following.
And what does that give?
comedians.
Oh, yeah, comedians. I guess.
Comedians pretty
'cause they're-
good to
'cause
follow,
they're
yeah.
funny and coming up with good lines.
Hot girls. Because
And-
sometimes they say dirty
I
things.
don't follow hot girls.
No, I mean
No?
Did you see
No.
that game last night? There was a football game.
Yes,
where they
and
kept
the-
cutting to that gorgeous
gorgeous
girl.
That is the quarterback's girlfriend.
And then apparently her Twitter account went from 5
Blew
to
up.
100,000.
Yeah, just
we were
went
talking about it
crazy.
this morning. She's very pretty.
But why is it then you decide to follow her? It's like, she's hot and I might
Yeah, what?
get some
You're right.
of that.
Why?
It might rub off on me because I follow her on Twitter.
Yeah.
She looks really smart.
I bet she tweets some funny things. Yeah, ooh, what should
It's
I
a
wear?
chance to contact. Like if she'll write something, you can write back, yeah, and hope she'll like go, oh, thanks.
We are in a day and
Silly.
age, we talked about this in the past, where celebrities are accessible now through things like Twitter and Facebook and stuff.
Right.
And in the old days, we talked about how, what would it take to have written to Clark Gable? You had to write a letter, send it,
Yeah.
hope that it didn't go through the manager and agents and publicity people, and actually get to him. Let me
Right.
answer
Wasn't
this
there a
gentleman
movie a
back.
couple of years ago, My Date with Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, the guy was
that was about this guy trying
to get contact her,
and
and
then
get a
finally he
date
did.
with her, and he finally does. That's
Today he could just have gone.
yeah,
That's it.
and you actually have a connection for some reason with celebrities, and
But
I'm
do
finding
any of those celebrities even touch their account themselves?
Right.
do they have? Don't they?
very
Some do.
strange. Some do. Some are very into it, where it's like, why are you even responding?
Yeah.
Others, I guess they have their people do it, but
You can usually tell.
odd
You
thing.
can
I
usually you can tell.
Oh, I'm just drinking the greatest coffee from.
yeah, sponsored. Yeah.
Okay.
driving my Jag.
Yeah, or if they tweet the
God,
same
this
thing.
Fuji water tastes delicious.
Yeah, you can kind of tell when it's some stupid PR person doing it for
Yeah.
them.
Some people actually do make money of it, right?
Yeah.
Do you make money of it?
On Twitter, not a dime.
I've been offered, but the thing
yeah.
is, I would have had to tweet. My followers would have murdered me for it. It wasn't
Yeah.
enough money to make the backlash worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough followers to make it worth
What
it.
would it be? for you?
right.
Like
Oh yeah,
Just,
what?
do you
just
think
product placement stuff, like,
yeah.
and they would kill me for that.
Right.
They'd kill, unless I was really,
smart.
yeah, I can't do it.
I love
Condom
this soda.
ads. They'd be like,
Who'd
Jimmy
believe
doesn't
it?
use those.
Exactly.
Those pesky things.
Yeah, I could say these are really helpful, allegedly.
I've heard.
Yes, I've heard these
Friends
are good.
have told me these
Yes.
things work.
Yes, according to people with healthy lifestyles and self-esteem, this is good. This is good for you. But yeah, nobody would believe it. Can I ask you? This is a corny question, but how did you? What was the audition process you went through for Game of Thrones? Was it just you heard about it, went, or did they
No,
request you?
I met David Benioff and Dan Weiss, the two writers. They told me about the story, and then I went on tape, and that was it.
And you got it from tape?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to land something from tape? Jesus.
When you look like us.
That's a good
You
point.
do have that look, though. That's pretty cool with, the hair and the beard. You kind of do look like you could, be back then. There in that magical time.
Well, you in 2011, Buddy TV ranked you as the 85th sexiest man alive.
85th.
That's true. Yes. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I was hoping you knew because I was going to ask who beat you. I was wondering, like, who was the
84
person?
guys.
Yeah, who was the one guy in front of you? Can we look that up, Sam? Who beat?
It was the 85th?
Oh, okay. Can we look at who
man.
beat Jamie and I
No,
mean
that's
Jamie?
okay.
fucking
There's
Nikolaj.
quite a few. I can think of a few.
I just called you Jamie.
I could think.
know
Oh,
that.
Jimmy.
I did. I called him by his character name.
Terrible.
How awful is that?
Do you get that on the street? People, hey, Jamie.
Kingslayer!
Oh, they don't even know. They didn't even know the character name.
No,
It was-
they do. No, they do. They
Well,
do.
there's a hardcore following from the books, right? I mean, it's like
No, it's
a
great.
heavy nerd culture part of it.
Yeah, but I really like it because people are so passionate about these.
They
books.
really
love
are,
the
man.
characters.
Intense.
So there's
Yes.
I mean, in the beginning, I guess I was a little worried if people were gonna feel about me like they do about Joffrey, but no, they actually seem to like Jamie.
Yeah,
You
you
go
don't want
Comic
that.
Con with it and all that.
I went the first year.
Yeah.
Last year we're working, but no, it was actually a great experience because it's a lot of passion.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm sure
It's
they
crazy,
love it.
but it's you see
Yeah.
a lot of grown-ups dressed up in funny outfits.
Yes. They're dressing for free like you do for a lot of money. And the movie
Mama, yes.
is Mama.
Mama.
And
Mama.
it's in studio. When is it in theaters? January the 18th. And obviously Game of Thrones, or according to the moron that made up our sheet, Games of Thrones.
Oh, God.
Idiot Sal. Starts March 31st. But Mama's the big one that...
gonna be scary.
am I pronouncing your name right? Is the J silent?
It's like an eye, yeah.
Okay, so it is Nikolaj.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, but I didn't want to say it wrong. I humiliate myself.
No, I mean,
man.
every American will say Nikolaj.
They will?
Oh, that's
Nikolaj.
crazy.
I kind of sensed that it wasn't. I'm like, I couldn't be getting that right so easily.
No, it's kind of a
It's like-
it's kind of an H-y sound, Nikolai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nikolaj Costerwaldau, I'm saying it right?
Perfect.
Okay, the last name I worked on. The first one, I'm like, just fucking ask.
Very good.
All right.
Then you
so-
call him Jamie.
When you go on tape or something, do you light it?
You asking me?
professionally?
No, I usually have my wife bring the camera over and then we shoot it and then.
Wow, that's
Oh, you do it at home?
good.
Yeah, I'm in Denmark. I live in Denmark. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
really?
travel for an audition unless.
Nah.
Are you
Wow.
embarrassed to act
So
in front of your
great.
wife? Like, I would be embarrassed to. Not, and even if I like
Be
somebody.
embarrassed to act in front of anyone.
I know,
Jim.
I know. But I mean, it's somebody who knows you to all of a sudden be a different person. Is that hard for you in a room like it's intimate? It's just you and her with the camera.
No, I know it's good.
You're comfortable with
No,
that?
I like that because I know her well and she's got good taste. So sometimes I find it more difficult if you go into a room and you meet a casting director you've never met and it's suddenly you have to break down and it's like a little uncomfortable.
You talk a little
Yeah.
bit first, then all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
because that's the problem. I used to hate that going in, the small talk where you just go,
Yeah, it's-
"Hey, so how you doing?"
and then you gotta go
okay, let's do
into-
it. And then you're supposed to turn into this evil something. You just
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
your kids, and then it's
What was the scene you? What was the scene you put on tape?
the scene was in episode 1 where I come to pick up my brother. He's in a brothel. That was the scene.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I think there was I can't remember. That was the scene.
So you created your whole career from Denmark.
That's where
That's pretty great.
We have to wrap up, Tom.
Oh, damn
Please.
this was
Damn, I know it. It's interesting.
Tom.
Yes, you're a great actor, and I love what you do and what you're in.
Yeah, thanks
and,
so much for coming in.
I'm
No,
going to
it's
see
very
Mama.
cool.
I
Very
didn't even
cool
know
meeting
you were
you.
in it. I really had no idea. So
It looks
it's
scary
a movie that's
as hell, man.
horrifying looking.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
good.
And I
definitely.
do want to see it. Comes out January the 18th, and I guess we're done too.
Very cool. We'll see everybody
you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.